This video is a continuation to the previous videos that I made, one being checkmate, jurisdiction, and legalese. And I noticed in my last video I got 7 views, no likes, and just so that you are aware, where I did obtain this information is this book right here. This book is called the Torah. The Torah is God's gift to the Israelites. If you haven't read the Torah, you need to. What the Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible. And then there is the Kabbalist teachings of the Torah. And what that is it tells you the magic that's within those books. The first 5 books of the Bible are called the books of Moses. And to continue with that, I'm going to touch on a few details so that you know you're registered with the state. And if a police officer pulls you over and they ask you for your license, and you give them your license is what's called a negotiable instrument that enters you into contract. At that point, the policeman can do whatever he wants to. So it's best to have a passport card when you're dealing with them, because they cannot establish jurisdiction by that. It goes state by state. When you get to a courtroom, very important thing to establish with the judge is tell them immediately that you are appearing propria persona, a living being. You're alive from beyond the sea, because when you're summoned as a dead person. You to tell them that you're alive. Make sure that you know, make them aware that you're aware of the concealed acts of commerce, and you're aware of the holy war. And this way, there could be no fiduciary over my trust. You declare them a trustee out for my best interest. And at that point, what happened for me, I was facing 5 years in jail, felony charges, because I own half of a property with another person, and they changed the locks, gave my stuff away, and my stuff was disappearing. And I could show up there. I had the keys to my home. I go to get in there, which over 90% of the items in there were mine. And I broke the window and went in, and the police officer is telling me, and I was like, "It's not the case. You're violating the law." I ended up getting arrested. They took me to jail, and I was facing 5 years in jail for grand larceny for a piece of property that I owned, and all the possessions inside the house were my own. So that just know what you're dealing with when you're dealing with the courts. Well, I came out with this, exactly what I told you. And the judge said, "You can leave." We didn't even discuss any details in regards to the case. You can leave on felony charges, facing 5 years in jail, because it's correct. Where you can find it for yourself, once again, this book right here, the Torah, that's God's gift to you. You must know the Torah. You must. If you want to be successful, you need this book. You won't be successful without it, I assure you. Have a good day. God bless you.